It's really cool. Make more levels, man. I need some more levels for next week.
All right, here it is.
And yeah, just like if anyone's wondering like how to find out about these, we do a blog post like naming all of them on our website volumegame.net. There you go, another plug. Every Friday. We call it hashtag Volume Friday because hashtags are cool. Like hashtag Mike Bithell. Is hashtag Mike Bithell trending yet?
It should be.
Double check. Well, I would assume so. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I do remember, like, no, guys, come on, make it happen.
They're just not tweeting enough. Wait a minute.
They're not taking it seriously. They think I'm joking when I say I want to trend. I want to trend.
Okay, so this starts to incorporate things that I've not gone to yet, but these key things, those are foreign to me.
Yeah, so you need to pick up a key in order to open those. So this is not an easy level, but I love the way he's sorry, AC, I'm assuming you're a guy. I apologize, that was rude. AC, the way AC has like structured this, so you have kind of these cool challenges around the edges, and then you kind of you work your way around, and it's kind of like 4 levels in one. And I like that about it, so it's cool. Yeah, it's a good level, and this is the kind of thing that like lots of people are making. Like they're pretty much like they're not far off the quality of like what's in the main game. Like this is a great level. This is a level that I would have like allowed into the game if one of the level designers had made it. So it's and people are just making this off their own volition, which is just really exciting for me. So I'm really happy. You're doing well. You're doing well.
All right.
Well, you are at the point I am. Are you about to fail horribly? Get the key, and then that will unlock one of them, and then you get the other key.
Yeah.
This is a cruel AC. You are cruel, but I like it.
All right. As long as I'm close to the edge, I think I'm all right. And then, so let's grab this. I'm kind of scared because I went out of my element, and I got the second and third key before I saved.
Yeah.
But I made it.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, this is cool, but this is where it gets really exciting for me. That like I'm sat on a stream with you. In the chat is the person who made this level. You're playing it, and we're chatting about it. That's just like insanely cool to me. Like
it's all too real.
It's just really I dig it. I dig it. Is it added pressure to you? Do you not like knowing that the person who made the map is watching?
No, I don't mind it at all. I'm sure. I just hate failing it.
Nice.
But as for like extra pressure, nah, I don't think so. If anything, I'm happier to do it because I know I'm gonna beat it, and they're gonna watch it.
And they're gonna have to make a better level to best the next.
Super fun loading bar map. Roper is number 1 in it.
That's one of Kerry's. So loading bar is an actual place in London, really good like gaming theme.
Oh, okay.
And this was we made this for them they had like a 5-year anniversary of the bar. So we had like before the game came out, we had like demo computers in their bar where people could play this specific level that's about them.
Okay.
So this is a real place that Kerry made as a level, which is cool.
And so all the colors, everything, the backgrounds, those are customizable in the editor
Absolutely,
as well.
Yeah, basically the editor that the players have is exactly the same editor that we use to make the game. So it's like there's no secret better editor that we have. Like it's the same thing, which is cool because it means that like we got to make the editor good because we had to, so that we could use it. Like, so yeah, I'm really happy with how people are starting to make stuff. Honestly, I was expecting it to take longer for cool stuff to emerge, but people are making really, really good stuff. There's some of the levels just look lovely. Like some of the color palette work. Like I'm wondering why I paid Daz. Why did I pay you, Daz?
Because he's a super nice guy.
Say again.
Because I said he's a super nice guy.
He's my favorite intercom voice in the world.
Okay, so the blackjack knocks the sentries out.
Oh yeah, so you've not got this far in the main game, right?
No, not yet.
Thanks for the comp on the colors on this level. I think I did Kerry, did I do the colors on this level, or did you?
If Kerry didn't, they great. If you didn't, they suck.
You're a lovely man, Daz. I love it.
Oh, awesome. So, was there talks of this game during Thomas was alone, and is there talks of another game following this during this?
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the game, like when you're just polishing and bug fixing, you do start to talk. So yeah, volume. I was definitely like, Daz. When was the first time we properly talked about this? Was it when we were making Thomas? I remember.
I think it was about a week before the Josh Marathon stream. We actually talked seriously about it. I mean, obviously, you knew you were after Thomas, you were going to make another game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like the first time we kind of talked, actually, yeah, or at least for me, when it became more than just Mike's doing another game. It's like the first time it became Mike's doing another game and I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is sort of what it's going to be. There was a brief chat about a week before Josh's stream. We were supposed to chat on the day of Josh's stream, and you abandoned me for Josh's stream.
Yes!
And then I got roped into the stream, which was great fun. And then I think the Monday after that was our first serious kind of, okay, this is what we're going to do. And we've got 3 months to put a prototype together that we can take to Eurogamer.
I just realised that Dan Bull's rap is where you're at right now on the audio. Do you like Dan Bull did a rap for the game, and it's actually like playing right now silently. It's awesome.
I can't, because the stories and everything. I'll have to play this game again.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh wait,
I love it.
Yeah, now he's playing. So now the rap is definitely going
Nice.
on. And I really enjoy it.
No, it's cool. Yeah, it's I think like for me, I was thinking about. I remember like me and Danny were doing. I think it was like the IGN podcast. Basically, like in a really horrible, sweaty studio for a day, and we went for a pint after, and we're just chatting, and that was the point where we started talking about wanting to do stuff together and wanting him to be involved in the next game as well. And that went really well. That was fun to chat about. That's a bit of a dead end you've gone there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's and now there's definitely ideas, but at the moment we're just focusing on getting this one kind of cool and playing with it.
And I'm sure you got you've mentioned that you want to do like a lot more stuff with this game. But I guarantee, absolutely. I mean, you got to have like some ideas, like, you know.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. No,
and is that how it usually is? You know, you just like, I got this one idea, and I've got like this other idea, and
yeah, and we'll just see which one like makes sense, and which one I'm kind of more interested in, and what's more exciting, and I guess as well, like what it feels like people want from me next, like what works and what I think is a different. I think for me, I always want like a change. I always want to try different things, so. Yeah, I think that's where we'll go. Is we'll find something that's interesting and a bit different, maybe, and a bit weird.
Chat, what do you think Mike Bithell should do next?
I'm worried about the answers you'll get.
Dating sim.
I think the next game should be shooting people in the face, because I'm kind of gutted at the absence of it from volume.
You want more guns? You're saying?
I want
the wrong way, Josh. You want to go back? You missed yourself. Go back towards the end. Go back towards the exit. Yeah, no, I will. Well, maybe. Guns are fun.
Yeah, that's not a demand. That's just like, it is a demand. Make it. Shoot things.
Okay. Sorry, I was distracted. I got a text message, and it was popping up on the stream. Should I go in here? Oh, that makes sense.
There you go.
I like a lot of these new things. Like the change room. I love like jumping over these vaults. Little white boxes. I don't know why, but I get a lot of satisfaction from it.
It is really satisfying. Like they went in quite late actually. And it was just one of those things where it was like, I wanted something because enemies can't jump over them, so it makes traversal around the level a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's fun to play with.
There's a cookie simulator. There's a go-karting MMO.
I like it. Good option.
SimCity Underground. Can you make the first like mole people SimCity?
I'm gonna take it under advisement. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it some thought. I'm gonna see how things go, and Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's a bunch of things I want to make, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. This one is called A Night at the Glow in the something. I can't see the full names. I think that's...
I need to work on that. We need to fix that. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's
it's
not your fault,
Josh.
but it
Josh,
totally is your fault.
Josh, I come here and I let you down and stuff like that. I think it's called A Night in the Glow in the Dark Museum.
But
I've let you down. I've let let your audience down.
It's not that you let me down. I think it's that Roper let me down.
To be honest, it is primarily Roper's problem.
Josh, we're going to have words. You back off.
I'm so sorry, Daz.
I'm going to just tweet that we're doing this because I'm an absolute show-off. We just tweet it, blah, 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 blah.
While you're doing that, I've just got myself another drink. So I'm taking care of the important stuff.
Was the conversation that dull, Daz? You were like, I need some more booze.
You're the reason I drink.
I'm drinking coffee. You're drinking whiskey. This is the. Actually, I have whiskey.
You should put whiskey in your coffee, and then you can be like Daz. Isn't that what you've always wanted to be like?
That's what I've always wanted, is to be more like Daz.
Were these dinosaurs in the game? Like the textures and everything like that, or is that something? Oh, did a knight? I can't see what just murdered me, but I guess there's a thing called a knight.
Oh god, yeah, you don't know all of the enemies. So there's like melee guys who will chase you down and hit you with the swords. Yeah, the dinosaurs. This is a weird one actually, because me and Daz, like, we made a bunch of art assets with Wayne, who's the 3D modeler who did them. And like for different environmental objects to, like, you know, make it look like an office, make it look like whatever. And for whatever reason, I came back from Christmas this year going, I want dinosaur skeletons. And I remember Daz like spent like days researching dinosaur skeletons and got really specific about making sure that like the T-Rex had the right number of ribs and stuff. I remember you getting obsessed with it, Daz. It was awesome. Oh, you know how we were talking about how amazing my girlfriend is?
Yes.
She's just brought me over some whiskey.
Nice.
I got you a dinosaur skeleton for Christmas.
You did get me a dinosaur. That's what it was then. So ultimately, it's all because of her. Could I get some? Coke?
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just.
This is why Kerry is better than Mike. Generally.
This is generally known. Like this is known amongst all of our friends. Mike's okay, but Kerry's where it's at. Kerry's cool. Kerry's better than me. Hashtag Kerry. Yes.
Just Kerry. No other name.
Just Kerry. You're like Madonna. It's like, yeah, no, it's good.
Cheers.
You're welcome. I'm just going to tweet. I've forgotten to tweet. Streaming and answering questions.
And so, Twitch chat, if anyone has any questions or anything like that, feel free to toss them in. We'd definitely be more than happy to hear from you guys, what you have to say. Or you could just put in some more of games that you want to see Mike Bithell create from here on. Those would also be really good. Can you transfer from one? I started a Pac-Man game. Oh my god, you can't transfer rooms. Okay, I'm happy.
Oh, which of the Pac-Man? Is this the one?
I think it was just called Pac-Man.
Okay, we've got a lot of Pac-Man. There's like if this was the week where everyone made Metal Gear Solid maps, I think next week is going to be the one where everyone makes their own Pac-Man levels. And it's fun. It's fun seeing what people are doing.
There needs to be. We need something for the week after that. So or no, maybe that's the Tenchu week.
That's the Tenchu maps.
That's the Tenchu maps, and then Splinter Cell maps.
Do it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's cool. It feels like I've accidentally, like, with Daz and this awesome team, we've actually made like. We've made a stealth platform that people can just keep making stuff for, and it's just cool to me. Like, genuinely, as a fanboy of stealth games, like that every week I'm just going to get a couple more hours of stealth game.
Yeah,
it's cool. I like it.
I wonder if you can like recreate the original NES Metal Gear Solid on this, or just Metal Gear. I think it was just called.
Maybe
just because it was like an over-the-top stealth kind of game. There's like guards and stuff that were all over the place. I think that would work.
Interesting.
Is there a way to like link levels that you create in the creator so it knows?
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now, but it's something that a lot of like people are asking for, and already like we've got some. There's one guy who's made like 3 levels that continue the same story, and it's so I want to add it for people like that who want to make like long form ongoing story stuff. So yeah, no, we will add that because people want it.
Right.
So I'm excited. I'm seeing I'm at the moment we're really, for us, especially with the level creation stuff, I think we all kind of underestimated how popular it would be,
right?
And that people would actually like go for it and get good at it. So it's just a case of like trying to give people more of the stuff they're using and make it better. But we had to kind of release the game before we knew what people would get into. Right. So we know that now, and we know what the popular stuff is, and it would seem that giving tools to the people using the editor is a good thing. And the great thing about that as well is it's this whole kind of trickle down thing where if you make stuff for the editor, so that's cool, then they make stuff for players, and it kind of everyone benefits because there's just more stuff to play and more cool things.
There was a really good question. I forget who it was from, but they asked, what advice can you give to the folks that are jamming at the moment? That was Tiny Pixels.
I went on Twitter and I said just sleep. Like that's the main thing with game jams, because the kind of the thing you do like with your first game jam is you're like, I'm gonna stay up 48 hours and I'm gonna make a game, it's gonna be massive, and everyone else is gonna sleep and they're idiots because I'm gonna stay awake, I'll drink coffee, and that really doesn't work because you basically you write really bad code when you do when you're working like that. I don't think I've seen this level before. What's this one called?
Is there a way to check
no, not if you're in there, no. That's cool though.
Let's see.
Oh.
Is there wait, if I leave, is it gonna be on like the same one that I just started?
It would be, but don't worry about it, just play it. It's
no,
cool.
It's too late. I already it's the thy Dublin Heist.
Dublin Heist?
Thy Dublin Heist.
Oh, yeah.
Thy?
Oh no. Thy. Okay, no thy. Sorry. Yeah. I thought you said D Dublin Heist. I thought it was like German. D Dublin Heist.
Oh wait, no, it's totally not that level. You lied to me.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we'll never know. We'll have to check the VODs to see that cool level that will never be named.
I'm gonna. That's one of my jobs every week is just to play every level and find cool stuff. But this is what I'm saying is people are just making so much cool stuff, and it's just really exciting because we spent a good few months. I think probably the level design process probably took about 7 to 8 months, making like 100 levels and really polishing them. And now it's like the community's just there making cool level after cool level after cool level. It's just really exciting.
Right. Oh boy. Okay. So I don't like this level. Well, I just don't like the knights. Well, I do like the knights. I just don't like that they murder me.
I think because you've not played the core that's one of the great things about the core levels is they act as tutorials, so you get to learn how knights work and how to trick them and how to like work with them. Whereas because you've maybe missed out on that, it's not quite as much fun.
Actually, I can get it.
You're getting it. You're working it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't my first rodeo, Mike Bithell.
I apologize, Josh on the internet. I apologize. It's incredibly uncool of me.
It's okay.
We got any cool questions? Anyone ask any questions?
Okay.
Someone's asking me if I make a MOBA. I don't play any MOBAs, so I'd make an awful MOBA. I'd make such a bad MOBA.
Thomas was a MOBA.
Oh, it would really suck, guys. You don't want to play that game. That wouldn't be good.
Wait, so I hid under the floorboard and the guy still murdered me, so he could do that?
He turned around just in time as you were going into it.
Oh.
He just caught you.
Okay.
I think it's another level without checkpoints as well. Like, there's a few checkpoints.
Oh wait, yeah. So and I still didn't even get the checkpoints. If he sees
you go into it, he's gonna realize what you did, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite item and why? We talked a little bit about items.
Favorite item? I think for me, it's the masquerade, which is like a disguise you can put on that makes the guards think you're one of them. That's fun because that's like, that's like, well, like it's a bit Hitman-y because like Blood Money, favorite game ever, Hitman Blood Money, and that's kind of our take on the kind of the Hitman social stealth thing.
Yeah.
And I like the levels that use that. And it's weird because I think what's happening is I think the level creation is happening kind of in sync with the way in which people are playing the game. So no one's found the masquerade yet in this core game, so they're not putting in levels yet. And it's just cool seeing it's cool seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing what the community makes with it.
Do you have to get to a certain level in the single player to unlock items to put into the maps?
No, we decided not to do that.
Okay.
So no. When I say that, what I'm saying is basically that I think people don't understand those mechanics yet, so they're waiting until they've played those kind of levels in the core level to know what it is. No, you don't unlock. You go into the edge, like you get the game. You don't. Even if you don't like play a single player map, you really should.
Yeah.
And if you don't, like, you can go into the editor and just make whatever.
Okay.
I didn't want to put in like artificial limitations on that, and that's why I think we're getting so much cool stuff is because people aren't limited. This is a really tricky level someone made, man.
Yeah,
You should probably, yeah. That's.
I was thinking about going to the core just so I could find out some more of the items that I haven't played.
Do it. Core was made by us. So
Core was made by you, so it's hardcore.
Yeah. When you get horribly punished by it, I will take the blame for that.
Oh, here's a great question. Favorite sandwich filling?
Favorite sandwich filling. I'm a fan of the cheese savory, which is probably to an American audience. They're not going to know what that means. Cheese savory is cheese, lettuce, and coleslaw.
That sounds pretty delicious.
It's amazing. It's like a northern British sandwich filling approach, and I like it. Yeah, cheese, coleslaw, and lettuce. If you've not tried it, it's kind of fresh and tasty, but also kind of sweet. It's good. There you go. That's my recommendation, sandwich filling wise. Daz, you've not answered the question. Well, what's your favourite kind of sandwich?
Toasted bacon and cheese, or grilled cheese with bacon. For the American audience, yeah, you can't beat grilled cheese and bacon. Basically, it's that simple.
Look at you pandering to the Americans, Daz.
It's good, Daz. You can pander to me all you like, buddy.
Me.
Who do you get to be the level designers, and how do you kind of find people that have done level design? I don't know. It's kind of like a new concept.
It's so I mean, there are professional level designers who just do it for a living, but then also you find people. So I think with this one, so Thomas Was Alone, I designed all the levels myself. That's why they're not very good. They're alright, but like they're not as good as they could be. For this one, I knew I wanted like really tight, good level design.
Okay.
So I got it was a weird one. I was just at a party, and one of the owners of a studio called Curve Digital in the UK, they did the ports of Thomas Was Alone for console. They just I was just chatting to him, and I was like, oh, I need to go and find some level designers, and basically asking the same question you did, like, where do I find level designers? How do I know if they're good? And he was like, dude, I've got like these 3 level designers with nothing to do for 6 months. Do you want to pay their salaries? So that was it, basically. Like, we basically, I just went in and got this team who had already made a game called Stealth Bastard or Stealthing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just basically went to them, and like, because they just made a stealth game, I was like, hey, this is my game, can you make some stuff? And they got into the editor and did cool things with it.
That's very cool.
I'm watching you here die over and over again trying the same approach, but you actually got away with it in the end.
It's brute force, man.
So they came in, they're really cool. But in terms of like finding them in future, like, you can find a good level designer anywhere. Like, obviously, a lot of them work in like AAA designing stuff, but also like you find them like people who make maps, in games like ours. Like, people who just, for me, it's always about like portfolios. So like, if someone's making maps for volume and they actually want a job doing that, take screenshots of your levels. Like, show people your levels that you've made. Send off emails to games companies with like lists of the levels you've made for volume and screenshots and videos, and just give a sense to people that you can make stuff, because people, that's how people get jobs. That's how a lot of people get jobs in the games industry, is just like modding or making levels in things like this or in Little Big Planet, that kind of thing. So it's cool.
How come this game doesn't have more secret wrestling references in it?
Because I wrote it.
Daz didn't write it.
If Daz was in charge, it'd have more wrestling references in it. As it stands, ultimately, it's my game, so he doesn't get to do that.
If I was in charge, you'd be able to like press both bumper buttons, and Loxley would yell "suck it" and push you to his crotch.
That's amazing. It'd be a very different game if Loxley just said...
If I was in charge, it'd be a very different game.
Yeah. If people would just be like punching each other rather than sneaking around.
So I definitely did not expect that to work or do anything.
Yeah, that's how you meant to do this level, is use the alarms against them, so you can do stuff and...
Alright, yeah, I like that. Because that's something that I normally don't do. Like, I'd never play to, you know, use the alarms or anything. Mute, that's the speed fuse, right? That's what I want.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay. Now how would I do this? Am I just screwing myself? How hard is it for you as a developer to watch people like me fail?
People ask that, but genuinely, like, whenever I see someone really struggling at my game, I don't blame them. I immediately go, "Oh, I made a terrible game. I made a terrible game. It's awful. Look how bad it is." So I always blame myself, basically. Like, that's nice, man. I got over that. I always blame myself.
Like, I remember when we were at like Eurogamer, and it was like, you know, sort of, we've taken it to Eurogamer, what, 2-3 years running? I think 2 years running we took it. And
2 years running, yeah.
Yeah, and we basically noticed that a lot of players were struggling with the bugle, with that you sort of click it once to trigger it, to fire it, and then you click it again to trigger it. And we, like, me and Mike stood there, and I've got my notepad, and like, you know, he's got his phone because he understands technology, and we're both just going, "Oh God, we're not explaining that properly." You know, so it's just, it's not on the player. We just like look at a player struggling and just go, "Oh Jesus, we need to articulate that better."
Right.
Like, this isn't an exam, right? Like, this is a video game. You should be, if you're not getting something, that's not because you're an idiot. That's because we've not created
because we fucked up, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Like that's us being bad at game design. Oh, I love this bit. This is such a fun puzzle.
It took me a little while.
Yeah.
But I got it. It's all about looking about like where the gem was and kind of working your way backwards from there. I like the snipers a lot because how slow they are.
Yeah, they're more like, they're not so much enemies as just like hazards.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's as long as you're smart with it, you can go away and murder with those guys.
I wasn't very smart with that one. In fact, I don't think I was supposed to do what I did. I probably need the speed fuse or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you've missed a room there. There's definitely a better option there.
Nice. Wait, no. Why are you flipping? Stop it. I go back and forth like way too long. Wait a minute. I just go down.
What's the name of this level? Because it should be called Table Flipper, because it works on so many levels.
This level is just Mike. The day Mike realised that flipping over things in this game was fun. Dedicated to it. Oh.
Yeah, like I was saying before, just like the table flip is really satisfying, and I don't know why, but I love it.
It's fun, man. It's stuff I enjoyed. It's just like making little mechanics that are silly and fun, and yeah, and it serves a purpose as well. Like, it does allow us to design puzzles like that, right? That's the rule, is with any mechanic. Like, if we can find, you know, a number of places to put it that are satisfying, then we'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, you got me. So I did.
Someone in your questions asked me, when you called Danny Wallace about working on Volume, were you drunk while you did it just for good luck? The brilliance of this was, and I don't know what this says about me, but we were actually sat in a pub when I asked him, drinking. So, because the thing with Danny is like people who don't know or just know Danny as a voice actor, like he's a really good writer. He writes a lot of books, a lot of fiction, a lot of non-fiction, and that's an incredibly interesting approach you're taking.
It worked.
He's cool, and he's kind of he's a good storyteller. So he was like, right, I've got a good story to tell you. I'm going to go and get you 2 big drinks. It's a 2 beer story. So after he told me the story, I tried to get him to work on it. So yes, yet again, alcohol was involved. It's weird that alcohol is often involved in these stories. Maybe I should talk to someone about that.
Well, I don't know. Like the first time that I think most of the times that we've talked, with the exception of today, I've either been drunk or severely hungover.
Nice, nice. Either drunk or recently drunk. I like it. It's good. It's good. Oh man.
Oh. Wait, what? Whoa. Something I don't know what I picked up. All right, maybe I should learn about the thing.
Yes, I have no criticisms. We can discuss them later.
Oh, this is a cool gadget. You've not used this before.
He looked at me, that bastard.
Yeah, if he sees you and the thing, he's not going to be tricked by the thing.
Okay.
The net is angry. Very, very angry.
And we'll keep going until it runs into a wall, I assume?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You play like, down while you use it so he doesn't see you.
Mm-hmm.
No, really. Who is Locksley? I've been watching his stream.
I do hope everyone in the stream is buying the game right now. That's my hope.
Yeah.
That's what I'm... Is that cynical? I don't know.
I like it.
They should go to Steam and buy the game. That's my feeling. That's my feeling. Although, well, watch this first, obviously, because this is great. And what Josh is doing here is he's showing you how not to play the game, which is really useful.
Yeah, so I didn't need to come over this area at all?
No, you did not. But you have a great time. You're enjoying yourself. It's fine. You're just chilling. You're just chilling.
I'm just,
It's okay.
seeing what the game's offering me. Just trying out all the devices.
Oh, people are saying, is that Jim Sterling's voice? It is the voice of Jim Sterling. He's cool. He's in it as well. Jim Sterling, again, a man who drunkenly emailed me asking me for a part in his game. It's always involving alcohol. This is we're setting a bad example for the kids.
Yeah. But basically, if you want to be an indie games developer, start drinking. It's cool.
No,
and people
Daz.
will think you're sexy.
No, Daz, no, stop it.
Daz, you do whatever you want, buddy.
I'm really sorry, Joe. That's not what we want. That's not the message we want to put in front of your audience. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about him.
They know me.
Daz, what are you doing, Daz?
This is why I don't
Dad's
get to
drunk
go
right
on
now.
streams.
This is it. Like, there's specifically there's our approach to PR.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first page of the PR documentation that we have is don't let Daz on the stream. should we let Daz do an interview? No. It's that easy. It's a simple system, simple rule, and he's broken it today. But that's okay. We won't let him out again. We'll put him back in the box after this. It's fine.
Goodbye, Daz.
Goodbye, Daz. You're done. You're done. Daz.
Oh, so I've noticed. So I've encountered the blackjack, which is something that will subdue enemies. I assume that there's nothing to actually kill enemies.
No, you can never permanently remove an enemy. You've got blackjack. You've got something called the folly, which is where you can put like a tripwire down that knocks them out.
Yeah.
No, you can never like fully take a character out of the game, because to be honest, just because we wanted it to be a different kind of challenge, we didn't want you to be able to kind of get away with that. That's oh god no.
What have I done?
Oh dear. Oh, that's just all kinds of bad. Yeah. So no, you can never take anyone out permanently, because it's not that kind of game, right? It's a game about working out through a scenario and kind of doing your thing. So yeah, really, like any attempt to like distract or knock out a guard is only temporary. They're going to come back to their position. They're going to get back to what they were doing, and you have to kind of work around that.
Where am I? It started me from the very beginning?
Huh?
It started me from the very beginning.
Seriously?
And the timer's still going. I think it happened when I was jumping and hurtling over the
oh wow,
vault
yeah.
into the save point.
But it's remembered everything else.
But it forgot that I've already read all this dialogue. So the dialogue restarted too, I think.
Oh wow. Weird. Sorry about that.
No, it's quite alright. I thought it was gonna need.
Still watching Roper. I'd like to apologise for Roper. He is. Daz is a drunk. Roper.
This is my favorite dev team of all time.
I'm actually going to go into my notepad and make a note of that bug. That's really weird. So that was you jumped into cover while
being shot and going through a checkpoint.
Okay, it's quite a rare bug.
Yes,
but we'll find it. We'll find it.
Okay.
I'm literally on the bug list right now, adding that in.
What number bug is it?
Like 3. There's only 2 bugs in the game.
Okay. Just the ones I've encountered 2 out of 3?
There's no bugs. There's no bugs in the game. We fixed all the bugs. There are no bugs. Let me just add this to my list. So, God damn you, Roper, all caps. So it's if you're jumping a wall into a checkpoint and being shot, you just reset to start a level. That's a weird one. We'll find it. I blame
the bonus is as well that we once the stream's up on YouTube, we've actually got it recorded as well. So
yeah, you don't usually get that with a bug. You actually have to try and reproduce it, but we have photographic evidence. That's cool. I can't believe it. I'm just really. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What happened? I'm gonna fire Roper. Roper, you're fired. If you're watching this, if you're not watching this, you're not fired.
Just don't you dare fire Roper, man. We are boned without him.
Okay.
I like that, with bones.
So, this one is a little bit more interesting than... I don't know. I think I finally got to the point in the game where I'm being more, stealthily challenged.
Yeah, it does kick in. There are definitely, towards the later levels, that stuff does become more... It becomes less possible to kind of, force your way through. But yeah.
Okay. But you can launch figure people through cover, which is good data.
Yes. Yes, through low cover. They smash on taller walls. So, yeah, so you can get clever with it.
Right.
There you go. You got it. Nice one.
I mean, this guy is not the brightest bulb in the chandelier. That's
any more questions in the chat for us? Because I'm noticing it's getting late, and I want to make sure if anyone's got any questions, we answer them.
Ice cream choice of preference. Ice cream. Yes.
I've got a tub of strawberry cheesecake ice cream, which I'm going to enjoy after we've done the call. So I'm going to say strawberry cheesecake.
That is a really good one. Not only in choice, but I really like that last shoving or making that little spear thing run down the corridor of the snipers, and they all kind of turned and looked at that.
That's
I don't
fun.
know why, but I really, really like that. Yeah.
That's something we really tried to do, is make those little moments that are just cool. They're not necessarily challenging mechanically, but just cool to do.
Absolutely. What sort of... I guess this goes back to design. What makes this character look like a Robin Hood to you? I mean, is this something you were trying to... what kind of message were you getting out of how he looks and how that kind of interaction comes back to the traditional Robin of Locksley kind of character arc?
So I guess the big one that was the very early conversation I remember, Daz, was we can't put a hood on him because of Assassin's Creed. I remember that was the first conversation we had, was shit, we want to make a Robin Hood game, but we can't put a hood on him because everyone will just say we're ripping off Assassin's Creed. But then after that, Daz did some really clever stuff to make him read as medieval. Daz, talk.
Oh god.
Sorry, that's not
I'm still drinking.
Daz, talk.
No, I mean, the thing with the mask covers a few things. One is obviously they couldn't do the hood because of his head. Yeah, very funny. He'd be on the radio with that.
That's how masks work, Josh. I don't know if you've encountered a mask in the real world, but they cover your face.
Is that what they do?
That's what they do. That was our main thinking. Was we were we can see his face. What could we do? I'm so sorry, Daz. Please, Daz. I'm sorry. Carry on. Carry on, Daz.
Yeah. So obviously, yes, as Mike just said. So I'm reading Daz Smash in the chat. So I've lost my thread. Something about a mask. I was saying something about a mask. It's all very foggy. I'm gonna have another drink.
Someone just said in the comments that Robin Hood didn't wear a hood. He wore a triangle green hat. That's very interesting. It varies. It varies from version to version. There is... The green hat comes in, I think, because I'm such a nerd for this stuff, I think the green hat comes in kind of Victorian era stuff. Because up till then he wore Lincoln green. That was added kind of, I want to say kind of 1500Z, and then but the hat's quite a recent addition. So actually, he was wearing a hood in a lot of the earlier versions, and also the hat would have been a little bit too far. Anyway, I'm gonna stop being nerdy. Carry on, Daz.
No, it's cool. So yeah, like obviously we wanted to disguise his identity somehow, but we didn't necessarily have the option of the hood because of Assassin's Creed. So the face mask did a couple of things. And I'm going to give away indie dev secrets here, Mike, if it's okay.
What are you doing?
The face mask basically, for one, means we don't have to do lip sync animation or facial animation.
What are you doing,
Daz?
Secrets, Daz. It was an artistic choice, Daz. It wasn't anything to do with saving $100,000, Daz. What are you doing?
But it had other bonuses. And also, we looked at a lot of stuff like masks on suits of armor. There's like this kind of face paint that you can get that it's almost like the lines American football players have under their eyes, like the black bars they have. And you can put that kind of face makeup on to it stops facial recognition on surveillance cameras. So we looked at a lot of that stuff. And yeah, we just like incorporated a lot of things with part of the medieval stuff, part of ways to, with the kind of, avoiding surveillance kind of stuff. And then, yeah, just sort of went, because we can't have a hood, we need to do something, new and hopefully interesting with that kind of, with a way to disguise his identity. So that's where a lot of that came from.
I like it. What was the design for the mask? Like, why the? I don't know. He's got like there's all sorts of like holes in it. Or is that just because
we tried a bunch of stuff. Like once we had the idea of effectively a holographic mask. The part of the idea was that on the inside of it, it's effectively like a head-up display.
Yeah. Okay.
So like all the stuff, all the text boxes, and all the kind of alertness indicators on the guards. It's almost like they're things you would see through the mask.
Okay.
If you were kind of looking in first person from the mask. So there was the idea of a head-up display. But also, let's say we had the idea of the disguising the identity. So I've got like, oh god, I think we've got something like 40 different mask variants.
Really?
Oh yeah, like.
And why aren't they all customizable in the game?
No. I mean for concept art.
Yeah. No, you should make those.
They're not in the game. We basically like we tried kind of very broad strokes of, like, I think about like 6 to 8 different styles of mask. One was kind of very kind of medieval suit of armor and so on, and we had like a few kind of broad styles. One was almost like a kind of a kind of video camera pixelation effect, and we had all this other stuff, and we just kind of looked at those and thought like, what was the most interesting and what was the most aesthetically pleasing, what was just generally working and feeling best. And then from there, it was a case of just kind of building on that and going, okay, so this is the sort of thing we want. And it was basically like, sort of you start broad, and then you do another pass that's tighter, and then tighter again. So you get, okay, this style of thing, and you go, and then there was another sort of 8 or 10 arrangements based on that theme, and then it's like this kind of arrangement, and then there was a couple of like, other arrangements or looks that were similar to that, and then like there was a kind of final pass where we're literally just shifting stuff around a couple of pixels till we ended up with the mask that everyone can see now. But yeah, the mask was probably the thing that got concepted the most. Like that was the thing that took probably the most work to like nail down. A lot of stuff dropped in very easily for us. But yeah, the mask, we really, we really needed to work to get that, something we were happy with.
Cool.
So I can't remember if that actually answers the question. But
I think
We'll say yes.
Let's say yes.
Here's a good one. What was the hardest thing to implement in this game?
On a technical level, probably the server stuff actually, and that's where Roper did some awesome work. Is just in terms of like, having our own servers, which allow like people on PlayStation 4 and PC to make stuff, to share stuff, making all that work, and like in a way that's sort of invisible to play. Because like the best servers are the ones that the player doesn't really realize they're there doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like complexity, like you don't want to be hassling with, is the server going to work or isn't it?
Right.
Making all that work smoothly and kind of in the background so that we can have like you there just kind of going online, playing levels that people have made, all that stuff, all that good stuff without really having to think about it is just that was tricky. That's probably the biggest kind of technical challenge, and that's where Roper, that was very much his baby, kind of getting the server code doing the things it does, and yeah, just the results are fantastic. So yeah, I'm really happy.
I was just really trying to see if I can just run for it right there. I'm super. I love the way that I play this game.
I do as well. I think it's great. It's beautiful. Oh, sorry, there was more to the sentence, wasn't there?
No, that was it. It's just, it feels really refreshing to be able to just, I don't know, be like myself and play the game that I want to, because it's not necessarily like, I don't know. For me personally, I love stealth games, but every once in a while my ADD will kick in, and I'm just like, all right, I just gotta get through with this. And it helps because in most stealth games that really hinders me from continuing on, because I'll get frustrated and sick of waiting. But in this game, I'm able to just kind of press on through and hope for the best, and sometimes it works and it's great.
Cool. That's what we were going for. And like I said earlier, like I'm really excited in the next week or two to get the update in that you can keep playing the way you want to play. Someone like Bear Taffy who wants to play a different way, he's got his version, and we can kind of spin out the game and make it, make it a lot of things for a lot of different people, and more people can enjoy it, which is really what we're going for. So yeah, no, I'm loving watching you play, because yeah, you're having fun at the edges of the rules, which
right.
As a game designer, that's just what I like to see. So I'm happy.
It's been a lot. Oh, didn't expect that. Oh, okay, because like the left hand wall is taller than the right hand wall. That's why the lasers got me.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's figure
I'm just gonna have a look and see if there's any other questions.
Someone's worked with Daz in the
I'm
past?
just trying to.
Oh God, who would?
I'm just trying to figure out who Manic Miner is. I think I'm going to my Xbox, because if it's the person I think it is, I actually sent them.
Oh no, that's
an Xbox friend invite, and they've not accepted it. So I could be wrong here. So
do you know who I think that is? I think that's Adam Breeden.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Hey, Adam Breeden. Adam's cool. Adam's working on an indie game at the moment, and it's looking really cool. And it's called Network. I think. If I've got that wrong, I'm so sorry, Adam. But it's like a cool. You play as like a virus getting or a hacker getting into a system. It's kind of like an old, almost like Tempest kind of gameplay. It's really cool. So he's working on that. There you go. That hopefully that makes up for Dad's not going to be your friend.
No, Adam. I've actually sent you an Xbox friend request, and you've not accepted mine. So, I believe.
What are you doing? You've embarrassed yourself in front of all these people.
Oh no. Well, hey, plug his game.
I already did.
Oh, good.
I'm not doing it again. He's not getting another plug. I'm here to plug my game.
Oh no, I just said like in the chat so people can click and see.
Yeah, he should. He should put up some. I think he's got some YouTube videos and stuff. It's called Networm. It's really cool. Any more questions? What was going through my mind when I got the bows and arrows for the dev? Okay, so like for Christmas, I bought everyone who worked on the game bows and arrows.
Yeah.
And I've not regretted it. No one's hurt themselves yet. Which
really?
Is great. That's to my knowledge.
Did you take them all out and like go to like a range?
Oh no, they're like children's like bow and arrows.
Oh.
With, like, I'm not an idiot. My teammate
Roper might hurt himself.
Mike wouldn't give me a real bow and arrow. He doesn't.
It just I'd read the stories in the press, Daz, and I'd feel bad. So that was fun. Yeah, no, it's just was obviously we're making Robin Hood game. It felt like a fun gift for everyone on the team for Christmas. Got bows and arrows.
That's very cool. It's very cool. Now, does the team? Do you guys have an office, or is it? Like...
No, we're all sat in our pants in our own living rooms. It's Skype. We just basically sit on Skype and work on things, and different people work different amounts. So like Daz, for example,
doesn't do anything.
He doesn't really, to be honest. He's quite lazy.
I phone it in.
Daz has been working on volume since like pretty much day one, and then there are people who've maybe done like 2 days. So it varies between different team members. People come in, do what they need to do, and yeah, it's worked really well. Everyone works from home, and we're all just sit on Skype and chat through. My days are mainly spent talking to people on Skype, basically.
Okay.
You're so gonna get seen. Oh wow, you didn't play.
Now I got seen.
Yes, UK pants equals underpants. Yeah, thank you for the translation. I appreciate it. Thanks for the translation. Thanks for the excellent level. You generally, AC, you've done good work. You've done good work in all spheres. That's a bad death. But yeah, it's cool. So it's been loads of us working kind of not directly with each other. I think the only time we've ever even come close was close to launch. We had lots of things we wanted to kind of get fixed before launch, so Roper was here for a couple of days. I basically tricked Roper into working in my flat. Invited him to a barbecue and then just wouldn't let him leave, basically.
So while you're here,
it's just while you're here, let's
can I lock you in my basement and you can write code?
Basically, that was exactly what happened. That was essentially what it was. Someone asked lasagna or calzone. I'm a calzone man.
Good, as you should be.
I just like things wrapped in bread. I'm a traditionalist. I'm a traditionalist.
It's Little Italy Day here in Little Italy weekend here in Pittsburgh. And
what's that mean? Oh, like the area.
Yeah, the area. So there's a bunch of food vendors and making awesome Italian food. So I went by yesterday, got some bomb freaking strombolis. It was delicious.
Nice.
All right. So I think I'm going to not be able to. I hate these people, Mike Bithell.
This is just really bad game, right?
Yeah, this is just a terrible game, and
I apologize.
I know.
It's mainly Roper's fault.
It's probably my fault, because if I'd done that from the very beginning, this problem wouldn't have happened.
I'm getting told off for pronouncing calzone wrong, and I immediately feel terrible.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you said, calzone.
But you let me get away with it, but your chat is not. And you know what? I agree with them. I should be fucking ashamed of myself. I dropped the F-bomb there because, frankly, it was warranted. I'd let you all down. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're still good to go in my book. All right, I'm gonna finish this level. We'll call this a wrap. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Mike, I love this game. It's a whole lot of fun. Daz, it looks beautiful, and I'm sure you did something other than just drink yourself into oblivion.
I drank my way through the past 2 years.
He has done a great job of slowing us down over the last 2 years. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Josh.
Absolutely fun. Just hanging out with you guys, having you answer some of the questions, hanging out with chat. And just overall just being cool people. Follow
family chat with some hearts.
Absolutely. Throw some hearts into chat. You guys, everyone can follow hashtag Mike Bithell on Twitter at Mike Bithell, and then you can also follow Daz at That's What You Get or at Volume Game for updates.
Sorry, that's a letter U, not the word you.
Oh, did I? Damn it!
Oh god, damn!
I think I had it. I think I had it right in the volume stream.
Yeah,
Josh, I know how we can make this right. I know how we can make this right.
There wasn't enough Twitter characters.
You've let us down.
How do I make it right, Mike?
Let us down. Let's make this right. I'm now gonna pin my game. So what I want you to do is I want everyone watching to go and buy the game on Steam right now, just to make Josh feel less terrible about what he's done. Go on Steam, search for Volume. Go on PlayStation Network, search for Volume. Pick it up. It's discounted at the moment, 10% off. Not for long, just for the next. I think that's for the next couple of days only, and it's quite cool as you've seen. So there you go, Josh. It's all good.
There we go.
It's forgiven.
Wonderful.
You let me talk about it.
I think I fixed it now.
Oh, that's some excellent MS Paint skill.
It's actually Notepad.
That's good. That's
Yes.
that's some good skills.
All right.
Thank you so much.
So Mike and Daz are gonna let you guys go, but thanks again for hanging out. I got to do some shout outs to chat. Well, let's see here. There's some. Did I? Nope. Actually, no. F it. Chat sucks. I love them. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.